143-222-10 by Albert Monkey Fist. Boop, boop, boop. Put any tune here, she don't care. For Atom Bomb Babylon, they had Craspidia hats down to their eyes, shoestone that opened their jaw, the ball-gagged sisters of Maria Crocifissa della Concessione, midwife the fall. But one sister was unaffected. She took her unspeakable vow before that old tower was erected. If she stayed quiet under God's law, she was not subjected. Baby crawl, New Year's ball, blast wave, Mauna grave. This is a vow of silence, sing along. If you don't say anything, you can't say it wrong. I don't care for moving picture or stillbirths, rom-com, atom bomb. There's no place for kindness on this earth, she told me. I projectile down her cheek to her neck, to the parts that would listen, dowsing for forgiveness. Piles of salt are the only ingredient in sin. If we don't use spoken language, Allah can't win. She squeezed hard, turned away from Makkah and cough. Her warm sleight of hands told me to give up the cloth. I gave up all that ghost shit-filled, dysregulated sky for her downward gaze and smothering thighs. A good deal broken seal, her train jumped the track for you. She leveled the jungle of Tin Cannery Row for you, renouncing your faith for a happy ending. Every story will resolve with they all die eventually. There will be only 3 seconds left. What are you going to do? We sold each other downriver in some slave master slip-up. We were both tied to the bed, facing each other, all arrow, no quiver. Seeing her, my quest started to unravel. The day the shutters whistle, the wind, one of the first invisible forces I knew, bellowed up my pant leg. The wind was kind and taught me lessons about bundling up, sealing yourself. It took seeds on journeys that you could join in, accidental adventures, or so I thought. But there are more invisible forces than seen, like the line between her and me. My crusade to find the lawless lady. She only ran because I chased. It's been so long I forget the naked man that sat atop a phone pole with a scroll. You boy, you know why none of our songs have ends? I didn't notice, but they didn't. They just meander on or wrapped around. It's because the lowly silent lady stole the apocalypse. Made sense. None of us really had a point, reason, a plan, goals. We just wandered around the stage after the play, trying to find the crack in the current. Everyone that was supposed to do something already did something. Boy. The man had a guitar and started bobbing like a praying mantis. Where'd he get the guitar? Saint Dude sang my task, then swan dived into 30 years of his own shit. Even the Opow doomsday clock is right twice a day. She drinking tea, pretending to read while watching Kamigami fuck. Twice a day I'd catch her, bind her up, and throw her over my shoulder for good luck. Twice a day she got her way. She is a wet city on the border of a dry state. For all the birds, she is the New South. When the earth stopped being round, now it's forever and flat. This earth just goes on infinitely. Think of those cities 1,000,000 miles apart. Even every era is here, the 1300s or 4,000 miles north. The mutation of cultures makes Gulliver's travels like a stroll across Brooklyn Bridge. The sun and moon don't know where to go. You can walk for 1,000 years and never circle around. And she ran from me, through lands where the women were all red dress widows, and the men film noir private eyes. One where there wasn't a word for bye, and cannibalism was how you said hi. There were kisses for money and conga lines for mass transit, and air was owned by the town. To breathe, you needed a permit. Others, where restaurant waiters could baby bird your meal. A mountainous country where they only fucked via the mail. She would send me postcards to slow me down. But I can't come back. 2. Microwave, forbidden cave. She has palindrome for a smile. On her hips, she has 2 sick shooters. One reads Beguile. The other reads next week's obituaries in the New York Post. He was found dead, licking stamps, a substance D overdose. She was there when you lost your first tooth. She was the understudy for John Wilkes Booth. My only pleasure is chasing her down, Jehovah Bounty. Sometimes she lets me catch up to you. On what's left, Christy Brown, Ghost Town, Hold Down. We tussled and rolled over Havisham's wedding gown. She reached for her gun. I stepped on her wrist. She taught me, picture in the rye and firefly eyes. Want be real, the ugly, uglier and ugliest we resist. Frege licked her boot to prove he exists. But he didn't consider the twist. In time, she fed me used Band-Aids, all her blood. Blood, blood, and a xylophone, so she could play me to the bone. I've been left out of tune, boop, boop, boop. Did you pick a song? Mine was still images and a reborn child. He is kindness. I told him. He needed to find God. He smeared my ceremonial dress on with lipstick. It's not how you use it. It's where you sing. In a shower, he checks for hidden knives and skin cancer. Then put me back in the sun until I'm down to 1 word from me, and the stories end. But he's an old folks' home when sons come in with all the medals from whatever war. What does he look like? So you know he's coming? Well, he looks like you, if you take a chance. It's not all shit-smeared walls and old Deuteronomy catcalls. You will have to put in some work. I will build him a papier-mâché body from phone books, Jane Russell pinups, and letters never sent. When I put life into him, sign to him, do whatever you want. Not because you're strong, but you're a week behind on True Detective. This week was all about whose tongue and whose cheek. You should never fear the priest, fear the nun. The N-dactylo is the only thing that can make her come. Gnats, on humans and animals alike. I don't see the difference. Anal beads and rosary. They both require intestinal fortitude and a strong grip. Tools of an exorcist or a facelift. I have 0 eggs left. My hot flashes are effervescent. Made me once strip at the rose candy and delicatessen. I'm a wanted woman, I say to myself, not believing. Every time he catches me, he flings me on cold metal psychostasia in a paper dress, fiddles with some buttons. I don't make the cut. He flings me back into the sea. He's all hunt and no kill. He doesn't consider how I feel. About sunshine, a song of 2 humans, fantasy, In C, showman's detachment. Oh, baby, don't let Jehovah fool you. A tree's not a riddle, it's a place to sit under. I know you feel aimless, like there's no point, that you need his apocalypse. You need me to say a word. That's what he wants you to think of him and his plans and rules. But you and me, dear, we are not the investigator Miss Marple strangled by Dr. Quimper. And everything is okay, solved. We are Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. We are atom bombs and sing-alongs.